People started to flee from England to the Americas in the late 1500s to the early 1600s. People were fleeing their country or their current society for better opportunities economically, politically, religiously, and for many other reasons. The first significant group of English settlers arrived in 1607 and created the Jamestown settlement in Virginia. In the 1600s, King James I believed in divine rights of kings and disobeyed Parliament because he claimed he answered to no one but God himself. This started a conflict with Parliament that gained momentum under the reign of King Charles I, and a civil war broke out lasting 7 years. Throughout the course of the war, the government unsympathetically persecuted its own citizens, which drove many of them out of the country in fear and search of a brighter tomorrow. After this conflict was resolved, England's economy was unstable. Inflation led to poverty all across its territory, and the Catholic Church became increasingly more intense on individuals and their everyday life. This led many to flee England to a new world where a collection of rapidly growing colonies existed across a vast ocean. However, they were still ruled by the British Empire. The British government ruled unfairly and imposed heavy taxes on everyday items like tea, sugar, paper, and many other items that the colonists used on a daily basis. The local colonists had zero say in these decisions that were having a negative impact on their everyday lives. Now, British soldiers ran the streets of the colonies here in the Americas, and they were even stationed in the homes of the colonists. It's a practice known as quartering, where the people who resided here in the colonies had to provide the soldiers with food, lodging, and other accommodations and provisions. This invasive intrusion into their homes made the colonists feel violated and their rights were being infringed upon. The colonists got sick and tired of these unfair practices and bravely started to demand freedom and fair treatment from Britain. They wanted to shape the way their own government worked, a government designed by the colonists for the colonists, and be in charge of their own destiny. Now, a group of heroic freedom fighters, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, arose as leaders and dedicated their lives to the freedom through independence. When a group of representatives known as the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence was one of the most important documents in history, guys. It was drafted by a committee that was led by Thomas Jefferson. However, Britain would not give up without a fight and posed even stricter rules to control the growing resistance here in the colonies.